to lie.
Good evening. A Middle Tennessee sheriff is caught on camera telling his deputies to lie. And it's not the first time this sheriff's controversial comments were caught on a body cam.
Now, if you think that was shocking, this wasn't the first time. He also told his cops to kill a man so his police cars wouldn't be damaged.
All right, a quote now, shoot him. That was the order from a Tennessee sheriff to his officers during a chase with an unarmed man that turned deadly. That sheriff was caught on tape telling his deputies to take him out, so that he would not damage the patrol cars by ramming into the driver's vehicle.
Let's talk about one of the most corrupt police officers in America. This is Oder, the former White County sheriff. This is an old school Tennessee sheriff who is no nonsense. He's like Judge Dredd.
I never broke the law. I am the law.
All right, so the first event we got to talk about happened on May 4th, 2017, when deputies in Putnam County tried to stop this man. His name is Teddy Lee Dodd. Now, his offense was driving in the rain without his headlights on. But now Putnam County decided to end the pursuit. He was just driving in the rain without his headlights. It wasn't really that big of a deal. However, White County deputies resumed the chase when Dodd began driving in the wrong direction on the highway. Now, the chase prompted school lockdowns and closing of some of the highways. Even the Tennessee Highway Patrol also joined in the chase, using spike strips to disable Dodd's car.
Body cam video shows the tense end to a long chase in May of last year.
Get out of the car. We see your head.
Teddy Lee Dodd was outside his car, surrounded by White County deputies. As he scrambled from his back seat to his front seat, deputies thought he might be going for a gun. To protect fellow officers, Deputy Richard Lynch drove his SUV into the side of Dodd's car.
Now, when the sheriff made it to the scene, he evaluated the situation and told deputies to turn off the body cameras.
It's like you had to kill somebody out here.
Minutes later, White County Sheriff at the time, Oder, arrived and saw Dodd had a broken leg. He quickly asked deputies if their body cameras were still recording.
You got your camera going? Yeah.
He makes a quick remark. He knows the camera would record and then watch as he appears to gesture to the deputy to turn his body camera off. But that camera kept recording as deputies explained to the sheriff what happened.
That's what you get, nigga.
Now, deputies were totally justified in ramming the door because the suspect lunged into the front seat as if he was going for a weapon. Listen to what the deputies tell the sheriff.
And that's when Lynch rammed the side of his car over there.
With what? His car?
His car.
I told him not to use them cars.
You then see Shoup walk over and examine the vehicles involved. Minutes later, he returns to the deputies and tells them to completely change their story.
Yes, you heard that right. After the sheriff inspected the scene and got the story, he instructed the deputies to change the story, to essentially lie about what happened. Now remember, it was officers, specifically Officer Lynch, who hit the suspect, but the sheriff said, no. We're going to say that it was the suspect who hit Lynch. Check it out.
He hit Lynch.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
The deputies then immediately checked their body cameras again.
Mine's off.
When I started, I hit mine. For the majority of it, I hit it.
And if there was any question about what the sheriff was saying, he came over again after talking with the highway patrol.
The TSP is going to fill out an incident report. It's not a wreck report since there's no damage to the cars, so very little minor. And since he hit the patrol car.
Now, the sheriff has just ordered 2 officers to lie in official reports, and he has also lied to other law enforcement officers about the situation. But the sheriff doesn't know that the officer's body camera is still on.
I'm telling you, hey, he thought he could get away. I'm telling you, them truths, them lies, that shit is exposed.
But the officers do. So, what do you think the officers did when they had to fill out the reports?
White County now has a new sheriff. His office provided reports that show one of the deputies who laughed after Shoup's new version of events
Yes, sir.
filled out his report accurately, stating Lynch used his patrol car to shut Mr. Dodd's driver's side door so he could not come back out with a weapon. The deputy said in a recent statement to us, I will never sacrifice my credibility or reputation to fit a narrative that is fundamentally false. I reported the incident accurately.
Now, the sheriff left the job as more revelations came out about how the sheriff was enforcing the law in this small Tennessee town. Now, less than a month prior, this sheriff actually ordered officers to shoot and kill another man named Michael Dial. Now, let me take you back to April 2017. The Smithville police tried to stop Michael Dial. He was driving a 1976 pickup with a suspended license, and Dial refused to stop.
Got back out on the highway yet?
Employees fixing to ram the city officer here. We've got him boxed in.
Trying to get us with the other direction you're headed.
He's hitting 111, guys. He's got the city officer here in the side.
Side of the patrol car up here. He's hit the side. He's in the median. In the median. I'll check on him. Y'all still northbound?
Now, the sheriff didn't want his new patrol cars getting banged up, so he told officers to shoot the driver and end the chase. This was specifically to save his police cars from any further damage.
It was last April when officers attempted to pull over a 33-year-old white male, Michael Dial. They suspected him of driving with a suspended license, but he kept on driving. This was not a high-speed chase, though. Officers say they never went faster than about 50 miles an hour. As the chase crosses from DeKalb County into White County, dashcam video shows patrol cars using pit maneuvers to try to ram Dial's pickup truck and the trailer off the road, as you see there. From what I observed in watching this video, you never see Dial's vehicle as the aggressor. And yet, orders came from the White County Sheriff through the dispatcher to take him out by any means necessary, including deadly force.
Now, his officers followed orders and shot and killed the driver. But the officer who shot the suspect was broken up at the scene. Here's the sheriff consoling him about what just happened.
Hey, Adam, you're good. You call your wife, tell them you're all right. You don't have to worry about this. I made the decision. You don't have to worry about it. I took that away from y'all. You don't have to worry about nothing. Everything's cool. You done just exactly right. Hey, God.
You done the right thing. I told you that.
I love you.
I told you done the right thing.
I tell you, I'm glad. Hey, you done the right thing. You kept somebody from getting killed. This fool was crazy. Call your wife first. Everything good. I made that decision. You don't have to worry about nothing.
You got your phone with you? Are you? You don't have to be scared, brother. I know it's natural, but you don't have to.
It's natural. Hang in there. You're tough. I know you didn't want to do it.
Did you see what he did? Tried to kill Wayne right
Hey,
here.
that's all right. Hey, we're good. Don't worry about it. I'll take care of that. And I ain't worried about this at all. You just hang in there and call your wife, okay?
Yeah.
Can I get my phone?
Yeah.
Now, after arriving at the scene and taking everything in, the sheriff thought everything was all good. But an officer who was driving the sheriff around left his body cam on when he put it in the back seat. Now, this is what the sheriff said about the shooting when he didn't think anyone was listening.
I told him, I said, take him out.
I heard.
Damn, I don't give a shit.
It wasn't long after that. I heard shots fired.
They said, we're ramming. I said, don't ram him, shoot him. Fuck that shit. I ain't gonna tear my cars up, but I got 2 cars tore up again.
I know.
Yeah, well, right now, we don't know if Charlie shot him or if Adam, but it looks like Adam shot him. But Adams took it hard. He talks that big shit. Now he's in the big league. You know, if he can't take it, he needs to get out. I'll tell you something, God. If they don't think I'll give a damn water to kill that motherfucker, they full of shit. Take him out. I'm here on the damn end, wrong end of the damn county there.
Use deadly force.
Shit. I love this shit, God. I tell you what, I thrive on it.
So it's clear. The sheriff ordered the man to be shot to save his police cars from getting banged out, right? Now, the
Talking about he thrive off this shit. Then he thrive off killing innocent people.
man's wife, Robin Dow,
Isn't that some murderer? Like, this nigga a murderer illegally.
filed a federal lawsuit claiming that the sheriff violated her husband's civil rights. Now, the wife's argument is simple.
Dial's family is suing, alleging the sheriff preferred to shoot and kill Mr. Dial rather than risk damaging his patrol cars.
They said, we'll ram him. I said, don't ram him, shoot him. Ain't gonna tear my cars up.
Bro, you can go fix your car. You can't go fix that nigga you killed. He ain't coming back. Ain't no respawning.
Think I'll give a damn order to kill that motherfucker?
You can't just shoot and kill somebody because you don't want to chase them. That's not how the law works.
Robin Dial can't believe how things escalated and that her husband is gone.
When I wake up every day and he's not there, it's like going through it all over again.
So the county and the wife settled their lawsuit for an undisclosed amount, as you can see here on the screen. And also the local DA cleared the sheriff of all charges, saying that what?
How y'all gonna wait? What?
Quote, according to the investigation, Dial was a dangerous and unstable subject who posed a serious and immediate risk of serious bodily injury and death to both law enforcement officers as well as other citizens in the immediate area. So the sheriff was cleared of all charges by the DA's office. They're not going to prosecute. So he essentially decided to leave office and he moved out of White County. He got the hell out of Dodge. But what do you think about the choice of prosecutors not to prosecute the sheriff for this particular incident? You got the sheriff lying on body camera. You got the sheriff saying that someone should be shot because they don't want to chase them. You know, at what point is the prosecutor's office not going to be held accountable for their choice not to prosecute this sheriff? Or do you think that the choice to not prosecute this sheriff was the...
Nah, I think they didn't prosecute him because he probably had something on they head that they said, look, we gonna let you just quit and we call it even. You know, you quit yourself, and you know we ain't gonna make it look like we fired you. You just quit yourself when we call it even, because he probably got something on them that they can't talk about that he got, that if they were to violate him, he would expose it. But nah, hey, that nigga wrong. He like a legally murderer.